Now we're going to answer some of your questions, so thanks for asking.
Well,
let's see if we're going to enjoy these questions or not.
Been kind to us.
So
First of all, we've got Metancore 8.
Wow,
If that's how
is
you
that
say
what it
it?
says in the birth certificate?
If you had to choose just one song, which one best captures the overall essence of the album for you? Greetings from Spain. Hola.
Hola.
I love all the songs you're releasing, Mon the Biff.
Oh.
So one song that best captures the overall essence.
Essence of
That's
the
a difficult
album.
one because we tried to really do a lot within the album, but there might be one that just sort of gets close
Well,
to.
there's probably a couple. One would be Two People in Love, the last song, which kind of musically, I think, shows all aspects of what we do. It's got the epic nature, it's quite complex, it takes you here, there and everywhere, and it's very kind of sentimental. And it's about, the whole album's kind of a love album, about trying to cherish everyone that you care for and that makes you who you are. And that song is me kind of saying to my wife that no matter where we are in the world, that'll be our home, you know, as long as we're together. And I do feel that in the link to the boys as well. But Three People in Love.
Yeah, I mean, that's
it's not
catchy.
Not as good a lyric. It definitely has different implications. But it's about that the people that make you who you are and make your home a home. And I think that one musically and sentimentally kind of is the essence of this record. So thanks so much for the question, Metancore 08.
Metancore 8.
We'll see you in Spain soon.
And then we've got Broken Light BS. Which song is the most favourable to perform live? Are you performing in Glasgow anytime soon? The second part of that question is a straight yes. We are performing in
January.
Time soon.
But then if you didn't know that, you probably don't have your tickets, so it'll be next time.
And then which song is the most favourable? We've only done 2 or 3 lives thus far.
That doesn't suggest.
Oh, it doesn't.
anything
So it
from
doesn't
the
mean
album.
you. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Sorry.
Just saying.
Sorry, Broken Light.
Can I go
Which
first?
song is the most?
I've got to go. Living is a problem. Mostly because I made a mistake last time we played it, and I'm still really sorry, Switzerland. But I love playing that song. It's been a big part of our live shows since the first time we ever played it. The passion in the song, I think, is what will keep that song part of the set forever. You know?
I think that's a great shout. You know, it's only our band could do that. It's that typical kind of obnoxious. We're a little obnoxious before it gets to the meaty part, and I just love it. Even now, that kind of drives us, just trying to not do things in too obvious a way. But whenever we start that song, it's like when you see the anticipation in the crowd and everything, and our anticipation, it's like the heart rate just goes. It's
Twisted 14440. What was your favourite song to record on the album? Keep it up, guys. Love your work.
Thank you,
so
Twisted.
much.
14,440.
Favourite song? Some of them were pretty tough to record, weren't they? So, but does it make it easier to find a favourite? I really enjoyed what we did with Shot One.
Yeah,
I think probably because we missed it the first couple of times.
Yeah, do you want to tell us the story about it?
Yeah, we were. Most of the songs, Simon's got a really clear idea of where we're taking it, and that involves the rhythm, everything about the song. And then sometimes we know we've got a great song in our hands, and we don't know quite what clothes to put it in and how to dress it. And I think Shot One was one of those. We knew we had a bit of magic in our hands, and we took it round the houses a little bit, and we put it in a house which, hey, it was a good house.
But it didn't fit.
It was just
the feng shui was all fucked up.
He was getting stuck in the door.
I know, the landlord was a dick.
The landlord was a dick. So we backed out of that driveway, and we found a really nice house for it, I think.
Yeah, 2 up, 2 down.
Near
Near the beach, nice views of the hills.
Backyard, white picket fence, it was great. You enjoyed playing that one as well?
I did.
Because we did the drums almost
we cut the drums last in
drums.
London. Yeah, just a beautiful drum sound.
It is a good drum
It's
sound.
so much fun to play at that tempo as well. You can really get stuck
we
right
juiced it up a wee bit. And the thing is with Ben always has to suspend disbelief when we make a record. You know, he's drumming first. It's normally the first thing that we put down. And it's nice to see Ben to get that experience that me and James get. I definitely get the best end of it because the bass and drums are normally there, so whatever I put on is kind of like dressing it all up. But I think hopefully for you playing it, once the vocals and things were on, suddenly it becomes music rather than just suspending that disbelief. Because the question, it's a sweet question. It's kind of hard to enjoy recording old songs because you're so analytical, you're so thinking, is that the best we could play it? Are we playing the best parts? So you tend to only really enjoy it once you're listening back and once you agree that, right, this is the way we're doing it. So it kind of there's a bit of red light fever in the room.
It sounds amazing on your head.
It's
amazing on your head, and then you need to try and get that on the tape.
I know, and it's like we've learned longer and longer to trust our ears as music fans and as listeners, because sometimes things can be great to play, but actually don't work great to the ear. And that was what happened with Shot One. We thought we were doing something really quirky and cool, and then we were like,
it's not us. But if we could do the whole next album backwards like this, I'd be very grateful. Cause
I thank you. We should have said that.
Yeah.
Was it said that?
Drums in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Thank you all for these questions. This is good fun. Tarnished Zorro. Was there an instrument you used for the first time recording Fatigue? Greetings from Germany. Hello, wie geht's? There was. I've got one that springs to mind, and I think that was the Omnichord. Was it the Omnichord?
Yeah. Maybe used that in previous, but
maybe
not quite as dominant.
Yes.
So the Omnichord's this beautiful little kind of version of an auto harp, which is an old-fashioned kind of country instrument, classical instrument, I don't know. Sure, all of them. But it's this beautiful kind of electronic instrument. I first used it with ZZC, my long sought after solo project. But it just gives this beautiful sparkle. So there's a few songs like Woe Is Me, Two People, where we just, every chord change, we do this wonderful brrrling, and it's kind of harp-esque, and it's just, but it's like this sparkle that just sits on top, and it's not the most front and center sound on these songs, but it gives a character, and we're always looking to, you can always make your music more three-dimensional, especially as a three-piece band. You know, we try and accentuate things in unusual ways. So like on True Believer, you know, we use a glockenspiel in the heaviest part of the song to accentuate the weight of the riff. And
I believe in True Believer you also used a foam plectrum for the first time ever.
Yes, I did.
Piece of genius.
Yeah. So like you got mad delay on the guitar, and sometimes using a pick. When you're playing too fast, all you hear is the click, 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 the percussion nature of it. So actually, we kept going softer and softer. We're like, let's fold some paper, use some paper, and then like, use the sleeve of your coat. Yeah. And then it was literally a piece of foam that cut out from the inside of my guitar case, and it actually wore away. By the end of the song, it would disappear, like it was like grating it. But it gave this beautiful texture and ambience and drone-like quality that I wouldn't have had with that percussive thing. And again, working with John Gilmore on this record, he really helped us kind of like do these more unusual things. Let's keep going.
Biffy X9190.
I know that face.
This is one for James. What's your favourite bass line to play from the full album? At the minute, mine's probably Hunting Season.
A person after my own heart. We're on the same page, my friend.
Hunting Season?
Yeah.
It's Hunting Season, it's got to be. When I look round at Sam, we both got our tashes out.
Sniffer.
Riffing.
We call it tash sniffer.
It's just like, and finally got to the point where I'm not counting.
I know, because
if you're counting, you're screwed.
Again, it's like one of those typically us moments where it's like but the way we switch the first beat of each thing means that we can't quite do it with our brains off yet.
You need to. Both of these things happen at the same time and they don't make sense. You need to ignore him. I need to ignore what he's doing. But if I'm not playing along with him, we're out of time. So it's like a do. No, we're still cool. We're still cool here, better be cool. And it's heavy, isn't it?
It's something really nice about the James and me play exactly the same thing. There's very few times over our whole career discography where we do that. Rage did it perfectly back in the day, but yeah, this is our channeling of Rage and going, let's just play the same thing. Isn't that cool and dumb and amazing?
Yeah, I mean it affectionately, but I think it's quite meatheady. It's not smart or clever. It's just fucking heavy, you know?
Not everything needs to be so like thought out and sophisticated. And this was a song with Hunting Season actually. Me and James, you know, we liked the song, but Ben was like, oh, this is really good. And I think because
it was single and we were
like, no. And I think because it just felt a bit straightforward, but actually the more we lived with it, and then when the vocals all came together, it was like, this is really special, and it is a different way for us to express ourselves. Not everything can be should be 6 minutes long, and not everything should be 2 minutes long.
No, it's just a
Jafule 73.
I've been waiting for you.
Look, I like that. I wonder what that's short for. Which of your previous song titles would you use to describe the new album Fatigue? Can I just say that's a wonderful question?
That is a fantastic question.
That is, if there is
only one word comes to mind. That doesn't work.
That's a deep cut. You've lost half of there. But it was a good one.
Wave upon wave upon wave of emotion, of memory.
Love it.
I mean, this is a really good question that we could hear for another 28 minutes.
I'm just keeping my
albums and thinking about it.
The pink limit. We keep pushing things to the human limit. That's the pink limit.
Yep.
All I can think of is Many of Horror, but that's. I mean, it seems a little unkind, doesn't it?
Let's go with wave upon wave.
Wave upon wave.
We're hopefully bringing as many ideas and creative concepts to this record, but also it has who we are at its essence in it.
Flo Hawk one. As an entire band, what is your fatigue moment?
You know what? We discussed this earlier.
Yeah,
we spent our whole career desperate to get out of the van and to get into a tour bus and get into private jets. And we're lucky enough that at points we travel. We always travel in a tour bus now. But we had such a good time touring in a van. See, when you're literally squeezed in, you know exactly what the other person's had for their dinner yesterday. You know when they last changed their socks. You know, like you're all running on no sleep. You're run down, but you get through it. And
Yep.
we were so desperate to get into a tour bus that actually I wish we'd really savoured our last couple of tours in the van, because there's something really primal and basic about kind of turning up in a town where you're all just pour out the back of the van.
Exactly. I mean, it's not life or death. You know, it's not. I was going to reference the Blitz Spirit, which seems a bit of a
Yeah, I mean,
thing
in
to say.
another day we could easily have talked about something slightly heavier.
But
You know,
it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but you're kind of dying to get a bit more space. And, we'll have a. And then once you get it, you miss something about those days when you're kind of in the trenches together, and it's like it feels a bit more like you against the world, doesn't it? Although we're not trying to fight anybody, but it's like you have to have that as a band to feel like it's,
and
you know.
Hopefully the great thing about people discussing fatigue, and thanks for using our word, it can be like the heaviest things, like the last time you spoke to someone before you lost them or something like that, but it can be anything as well. It can be like flippant things, like you maybe got a t-shirt that you just bought this month that you don't even know that in 10 years it's going to be your favourite t-shirt, the way the neck goes. So it can operate on different levels, and I think that's important. It's just about the smallest thing and the heaviest thing that you're kind of dealing with. And as we said, if we could answered this an hour later, we could easily have said something with much more kind of
Gravitas.
Yeah, grab what ass? Not in 2025, man. Last question
from Joe Brewer Music. Please confirm once and for all, are you named after a cliff in Biro? How many times have you been asked this, guys? Jeez.
Well, I'm getting tired of being asked it, so I'm wondering if...
Oh my.
Let's give, so we've told a lot of stories over the year, and
we have.
We're finally doing it. I think it's time. It's the way like the band The Arms revealed who they were. So it's alright. So
Jesus.
Back in bottle of bleach, hairspray,
solid wood.
15 of them. Fluent Portuguese. So now you know we've lost James. He just can't handle it. He can't believe we've revealed the secret. We love you guys very much. Biffy fucking Clyro.